It's time to fire this thing up. What you're looking at is us having a whole lot of fun going extremely fast in this boat. Hey, well, good deal you made it. Hi, I'm John Graviscus. This is Cruz Rutherford, and Cruz has actually been running me around, and we've been going, what, about 75, 80 miles an hour?
Oh, absolutely, in the high 70s.
Okay, now you're a senior partner at Glasstream Boats, okay, and what model Glasstream are we driving around in?
This is a 2012 360 SCX.
Okay, and what is pushing this boat?
Triple 300 Mercs.
Okay, now we've been having a lot of fun, but we have to now take the boat back to the marina. We have been boating in salt water, and we have to go through the task of flushing these engines. And how long would that take us if we were to use the factory installed flushing systems on a triple engine boat?
Probably about an hour, John.
Okay, now there is an alternative, and that's what we're going to be turning you on to today here at ShipShape TV. We're going to show you how to back flush a marine engine so that you're not only going to save time, but you're also going to save a lot of money on replacement parts. And if you have an IO or an inboard or an outboard or an air conditioner for that matter, you might want to pay attention.
ShipShape TV, the world leader in boat improvement, is being brought to you in part by Sunbrella Performance Fabrics, celebrating 50 years of providing shade from the sun, long-lasting beauty, and protection from the elements. With Sunbrella on board, we've got you covered. By the high-tech, low-maintenance Evinrude E-Tech. Evinrude, spend more time on the water. And by Discount Marine Mart. Trust all your boating needs to the experts with sales, service, and expert advice. Discount Marine Mart, the official marine retailer of ShipShape TV.
Do you see these cast iron parts? They're like 400 bucks each side of the motor. And when you boat in salt water, they rot out on you every couple of years and need replacement. Ouch. Totally unnecessary. Here's how I save thousands on my cast iron engine parts for my IOs. I use the SuperFlush flushing system. This device back flushes risers, manifolds, water jackets on engines like no other. So order yours by going to SuperFlushSystems.com.
Welcome back. This is a real working 28-acre boatyard / boat building facility residing in Stuart, Florida. It's ShipShape TV's home base. Ideally located, the complex is situated on the shores of the Okeechobee Waterway, which happens to connect the Atlantic Ocean to the Gulf of Mexico. Now, once again, here's the founder and host of ShipShape TV, John Graviscus.
Thanks, Buck. We have a choice to make here today. We could either spend about an hour to flush a triple engine boat, or we can install a really awesome back flushing system called the SuperFlush. And I've brought the founder of the company to join us today. This is Doug Brogdon, and hello, Doug.
Hey, John.
Why does it take about an hour to typically flush a triple engine boat? That seems like an awful lot of time.
It is a lot of time, John. It's required because the manufacturers understand that it takes 17 to 22 minutes for the thermostats to open up inside the engine and for the engines to partially fill with water.
A marine engine is cooled with raw water, okay? And when you're boating in an ocean, you got a lot of raw water available, okay? But the pump works on high water volume to cool the engine, low pressure. But when we boat in salt water, Doug, and we have to flush with fresh water, okay? We oftentimes will use a garden hose, which is a high pressure situation, but low water volume. Those
right.
two worlds don't really meet, do they?
Not well, John. Not well at all.
So there are factory flushing kits.
Well, in our experience, the factory flush systems just don't have the ability because they use a single injection point. We use 2 or 4 or even more injection points on the engine to distribute the water locally and then pressurize it and then pulse it. So what our system does is it's a top-down scenario, okay?
Okay, the other way, a garden hose and earmuffs is a bottom-up.
Bottom-up, yeah.
Okay, you're a top-down.
Right.
And so you're kind of letting gravity work for you.
We are. And as you probably have seen, when you're flushing your engine on a flush port or an ear muff, about 40 to 50 to even 60% of the water runs out of the engine and is never actually inside the engine.
Okay, what have you come up with for a triple engine scenario?
John, we built the ACS3 for the triple engine. You literally plug a water hose into the remote access panel, push a button, and in 15 minutes, we boat in the water, out of the water. It's completely flushed, and that's without running the motors, no noise, no pollution, no emissions.
So you don't run the engine?
Don't run the engine.
Now, where we're at is Blowing Rocks Marina, and this is a dry stack facility. How can we ensure that the crew is actually flushing our engines when we get done boating?
Well, our systems, both the ACS3 and 2, have a maintenance log on there that literally records every engine flushing cycle, and it's available when you turn the system on. You'll see if your engine was flushed or not.
Now, this is kind of the heart of the system, everybody. This is a manifold. It's a patented device. Show us the internal working components, and how does this pressurize our garden hose to like that of the pressure of a pressure washer, okay? Because it's dramatically different.
John, it is. This technology is very advanced and has many United States and foreign patents on it. Inside here is a rotary valve with a turbine assembly on it. Water comes in here and it spins that at 1,000 RPMs roughly. So if you have 50 or 70 PSI water coming in here, you get between 11 and 12,000 high pressure, full strength pulses per minute injected into your engine, and it literally just blasts the salt, the sodium, and the nitrates out of the internal engine parts.
But it's not from the bottom up, guys. It's from the top down. And this is how you can really prevent ever having to buy exhaust manifolds or risers. It's a back flushing system. Maybe you have a heat exchange. Well, you don't have to replace these parts if you can flush them adequately. And I see that we have a little display over here with a stern drive. Show everybody how we have a proprietary, I know this is private labeled for Steyr Motors, but this is still a SuperFlush. Show everybody how you're back flushing an engine.
Sure, John. This is Rich Alley with Steyr Motors, and he's going to take us through a brief description of how the system works.
Thank you, Doug. John, it's very simple. You connect your garden hose to your transom adapter, turn your water pressure on, water goes into the manifold, from the manifold distributed into the 4 circuits. 2 circuits go into the aftercooler, and then 2 circuits go into the heat exchanger manifold. From there, it exits the engine out the elbow, completely out the engine, flushing the raw water system.
Okay, now how much do you sell your flushing system for?
The flush system retails for around $299, John.
Okay, versus like replacing a heat exchanger and the labor involved in replacing a heat exchanger, what would that run a customer?
Replacing a heat exchanger could be several $1,000s.
So this is a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
ShipShape TV will be right back.